starring Lee Marvin.
Think she's had enough?
She's stuffed to the ears.
Oh, her father can't bear it being so far away from us.
No, he'll be back next week.
Oh, this past month has been just like a year. England is so far away. Come on, young lady. Off to dreamland you go. I want to get another blanket for a crib tonight. Oh, you tuck her into bed. I'll see who it is. Yes?
Are you Mrs. Stuart Gravel?
That's right.
You don't know me, but I'm Claire Kennedy. Mrs. Bert Kennedy.
Kennedy?
Yes, I'm Catherine's mother. Mrs. Gravel, I hate to do this to you, but I never should have put Catherine up for adoption at all. But I was so alone and sick and scared.
Mrs. Kennedy, you have no right to come here.
But I just have to talk to you. I'm Catherine's mother. She's my baby, and I want her back.
My name is Frank Ballinger, Detective Lieutenant, M Squad, a special detail of the Chicago Police. When I got back to the squad room at 8 o'clock that night, Helen Grayville was waiting for me. She was the wife of an old friend I'd met in the service. He was in England on business.
Okay, thanks. Well, go on, Helen.
Well, out of nowhere, this Kennedy girl appeared, and she kept insisting that Catherine belonged to her. I don't believe that.
Well, how did you and Stuart adopt the baby?
It was a private adoption.
It was done through an accredited agency?
Well, no, we tried that. We got one turned down after another.
Oh. Well, I don't want to probe, but on what grounds?
They just didn't think that we were a very good risk. My health hadn't been very good, and, of course, the waiting lists were just endless. We'd finally given up hope when we got a call from a Mrs. Warren.
Mrs. Warren?
Yes, she's a volunteer worker with the orphanage. She'd heard about us. She came to the house. She told us about Claire Kennedy.
Well, Helen, all of this was done legally, wasn't it?
Well, of course it was done legally. We have all the papers.
Well, I don't see what you're so worried about.
Well, Frank, I'm afraid. This Kennedy girl seems so positive she can get her baby back.
I'm sorry, Helen. I don't see how I can help you.
Oh, please, look. Just go talk to Claire Kennedy. Find out what this is all about. Oh, please, do it very quietly.
Helen.
Look, I can't reach Stuart on the phone. I don't know what to do. Frank, this baby means everything in the world to Stuart and me. I'm scared. Please help us.
I'll certainly see what I can do, Helen. But look, in the meantime, why don't you go on home and get some rest? There's nothing to worry about, really.
It was really something for a lawyer to handle, but with Stuart out of the country, it was up to me to get some facts for him. By 8:45, I was on my way to Claire Kennedy's.
Bert and me got married when I was 19. He was 22. Just before I went to the hospital to have Catherine, Bert got laid off. But he's working now, $55 a week.
Go on. Mrs. Kennedy, you said that your husband had left you.
Well, he was discouraged, see. A couple of days later, I went to the maternity clinic and had Catherine. I was all alone, and I was real sick. Then Mrs. Warren came to visit me at the clinic.
Mrs. Warren?
She's a real lady, does charity work all over town. Anyway, she knew of a wonderful couple to adopt Catherine. So I said, okay. But now that Bert's back and has this real good job, well, I've changed my mind.
Catherine belongs to the Grayvilles now. They have all the papers to prove it.
Hi, baby.
Bert, this is a friend of the Gravilles.
How do you do, Mr. Kennedy?
Bert, tell him about what's happened about Catherine.
Well, I know it's going to be tough on the Gravilles, but Catherine's ours and we want her back.
But don't you understand that legally they've adopted her?
Well, I've been advised differently.
Oh, by whom?
By the Department of Child Welfare. You don't believe me? Ask them.
Well, if you don't mind, I think I'll do that.
Catherine's ours, and we have to go to court to get her back. Well, that's okay, too.
She's my baby, and I want her back.
All right, thank you both very much.
By 9:30 the next morning, I was at Cook County Family Courthouse. I learned that no adoption papers had ever been filed for the Grayville baby. This was a shock to me, and I had to break it to Helen.
No, that's impossible. Everything was handled properly. Mrs. Warren took care of all the legal details. We have the papers signed by the lawyers and the judges.
The consent to adoption, the application for adoption were never processed in an Illinois court.
Oh, no, Mrs. Warren gave us the papers. They're at the bank.
You better get a lawyer right away.
What?
As things stand, if the Kennedys decide to make a claim in court, they'll win.
But what can I do? I can't reach Stewart. He's left his London hotel to visit some factories. They're trying to reach him for me.
Helen, did this adoption cost you any money?
$300.
For what?
Mrs. Kennedy's hospital bills.
Well, there were legal fees. If Mrs. Warren handled the adoption, she must have had expenses.
Guess I'd better tell you everything.
Yeah.
We took one look at Catherine. We were lost.
How much money did you pay Mrs. Warren?
$4,500.
You must have been out of your mind.
We just wanted to have a baby.
So Mrs. Warren sold you what you wanted. Well, it's a police matter now. If Helen and Stuart Grayville had worked through an accredited adoption agency, none of this would have happened. They were unhappy victims of their haste and eagerness. By 10:30, I was on my way to see Mrs. Warren.
Well, Claire was desperately anxious to have her baby adopted. All I did was contact Mr. and Mrs. Grayville and tell them about her.
You do volunteer work at the orphanage. That's where you found out that the Grayvilles wanted a baby.
They'd applied there, and they'd been turned down.
Well, how did you find out about Mrs. Kennedy?
I also do visiting at the maternity clinic.
You know, the Department of Child Welfare tells me that the Grayville-Kennedy adoption papers were never legally filed.
Why, that's utterly ridiculous.
Who's your attorney?
Alexander King. King, March, and King.
Alex King. He's been dead over 6 months. Mrs. Warren, did he know that you received $4,500 from the Grayvilles?
You're not for one moment implying that I had had anything to...
Did he know that you accepted money for the adoption?
Claire's hospital bills had to be taken care of. She had to have money to start again.
That accounts for $300.
The Grayville lawyer was perfectly satisfied with the way I managed things.
The Grayvilles never consulted their attorney. They trusted you. Now, why weren't the papers properly filed?
They were. Mr. King told me I paid him.
Mrs. Warren, are you selling babies?
Now you're being insulting. Will you please go?
Well, Mrs. Warren, did you know it's against the law to receive compensation for an adoption? You don't mind if I check into this, do you? When I left Mrs. Warren, I made a fast call at Alexander King's office, one of Chicago's most respected law firms. Suspicious now, what I learned there was no great surprise. By noon, I was back at M Squad. Mrs. Warren is lying. There's no record in the offices of King, Marsh, and King of the adoption.
Well, the Grayville should have had a lawyer.
You know, they saw the signatures and the names on the paper. They probably figured everything was in order.
Frank, this thing isn't for us. It's a civil action.
No. Helen says the papers were signed by a judge, and there's no record of it. The signatures were forged.
Well, nobody's brought any charges.
Look, you gotta let me help Helen. The child legally belongs to the Kennedys, and they got a court order they can have her back in 24 hours.
What are they like, these Kennedys?
I don't know. Hey, you want the rest of this?
Huh? No, go ahead. Suspicion of forgery, huh? What are you hanging around here for? Get with it.
That's what I thought you'd say.
I've asked a lawyer to investigate this whole mix-up. I'm sure you have nothing to worry about. Frankly, I think the Kennedys are, well, not the most desirable people.
Mrs. Warren, is there anything we can do?
I don't know what to say. But right now, I'm deeply aware of my obligation to help you. My first concern is with the baby. You can give her a lovely home, all the advantages.
And we love her.
I know. I also know the Kennedys are, well, they're hard up.
Hard up? I don't understand.
I think some kind of an arrangement could be made. Now, please don't ever quote me, and you must act quickly. I wish I could help you, but I mustn't be involved. Goodbye, Mrs. Green.
Oh, now, wait. I'll call Mr. Kennedy right now.
I think I'd better go.
Warren was no longer connected with the orphanage or the clinic. There had been suspicions, but no proof that she was dealing in babies for adoption. It was 1 o'clock when I got back to Helen.
I had a long talk with Kennedy. I called him up. We're settling the whole thing amicably. He agreed that we could do lots more for Catherine than they can, and he's willing to relinquish his claim.
And he gives in just like that over the telephone.
Oh, well, he doesn't want to hurt us. Frank, I feel so much better.
Do you feel any poorer?
What do you mean?
Come on, Helen, you're paying him off.
Oh, no.
Then why does he give in so suddenly? How much did he ask for?
I am not paying them off.
Okay, do you mind if I call you back?
Now, Frank, listen to me. It's all settled.
But they got you scared stiff. That's why they have to do this thing so fast. They hit hard, terrify you, you pay off quick, they vanish.
Look, the baby is legally theirs. Can't you get that through your head? They can come and take her at any time. Now they suddenly change their minds, and I want you to keep out of it.
Well, I can't, not now. The whole thing smells of extortion. I've got to stop it.
Frank! Frank, you're going to make me lose Kathy! Frank!
Helen was so afraid of losing the child, she was acting blandly. I started to check on the Kennedys. Bert's boss, Mr. Phillips, agreed to meet me at 2 o'clock.
Well, gee, Lieutenant, I don't know what you expect me to say. I mean, there's nothing wrong with Bert. Not really. He's just,
Just what, Mr. Phillips?
I guess it's just being 22. You know, kids these days are so irresponsible.
Well, he was laid off and his wife was going to have a baby.
That isn't true.
That's what he told me.
Well, I kept him on. He was in a spot. I suppose he told you why he was homesick today.
No, but I've got a pretty good idea.
Well, now, look, if he's in some sort of trouble, I want to get rid of him.
No, please don't do that, Mr. Phillips. And another thing, don't tell him the police have been asking any questions, huh?
Okay. But you know, Lieutenant, he's had some real tough breaks.
And tough breaks like what?
Well, like losing his kid.
Oh, he told you about that, huh?
Yeah. The baby only lived a few days. Died in the hospital.
Yeah, that was a tough break. Okay, Mr. Phillips, thanks a lot for coming in.
It's okay.
There was no record of the baby's death in the Bureau of Vital Statistics. Just the registration of a daughter born to Claire and Bert Kennedy. It was named Catherine.
We said the baby died because we were ashamed and thought it would be easier to tell people that than go into a long explanation.
Yeah. You left your wife just before she went to the hospital, didn't you?
But that's none of your business. Just who are you anyway, mister?
Well, like she said, a friend of Grayville's. He's in England, so I'm helping out.
Well, it's still none of your business. We don't have nothing to hide. Sure, Claire and me split. And have a job, and, well, it wasn't making enough dough to take care of a baby.
So she had the baby to a charity clinic, huh?
So what's wrong with that? So when's it a crime to be broke?
Clinics are for people who can't pay. You had a job, but she had her baby for nothing.
I paid $100.
The Grayvilles paid $4,500.
$1,500.
Let's cut the pretense. They made a mistake by dealing with you in the first place without legal advice. This time, everything's going to be legal.
You don't have to get nasty.
What are you worrying about? You're getting your price.
$4,500. Didn't hold out on me, did you, baby?
Bert, no. Mrs. Warren said 300 was all they'd go for.
She won't do that to us on this deal. If she phones again, I'll tell her anything.
I had my angle now, a definite payoff, but I didn't know what time. And I didn't know how much. I went back to M Squad and put a call into the Grayvilles Bank. Yeah. Well, how much was the withdrawal? Wow. Okay, thanks very much for your cooperation. Yeah. Helen Grayville withdrew $10,000 in cash from her bank account this afternoon.
Well, if she pays off, the Kennedys will just be back for more later.
Yeah. And with a little cooperation, we can nail the Kennedys for extortion.
You won't get it.
All Helen can think about is that the child isn't legally theirs. They've got her scared. Hello. Oh, yeah, put him on. Sergeant Hirsch. Yeah. Well, how'd it go? You positive? Well, when was that? Okay, thanks, Hirsch.
You've got Hirsch covering Miss Warren?
Yeah. She was dropped by the orphanage in the maternity clinic over a month ago.
They get something on her?
Well, nothing definite. They think she was using the orphanage to spot applications that have been refused.
Mm-hmm. And gypping the mothers on the money she got.
Yeah. You know, the Kennedys didn't know anything about that $4,500 when I told them. Somebody is lying.
All right, pick her up.
That's what I want to do, if I can spring a trap. I was sure the payoff would come that evening while Helen Grayville was still half sick with terror. I wanted to know if she'd been in touch with Mrs. Warren during the day. It was 5:45 when I left for her house.
Frank, I'm only interested in one thing, keeping that child. Now, I've talked to Stewart on the telephone today, and we don't want any police interference.
We don't want you to pay extortion money.
That's ridiculous.
I happen to know that you withdrew $10,000 from the bank today.
Oh, can't you get it through your head? The Kennedys have the law on their side, but we want Kathy.
All right, pay them off, but do it my way, and we'll trap them.
No. If you come to the house tonight, I won't let you in.
Look, if we can prove what they're doing to you, no court would ever let them have Catherine.
I have a lawyer this time. There isn't going to be any loophole.
Have you been in touch with Mrs. Warren? Listen to me, Helen. I know how you feel about this, but the Kennedys are moochers, and Mrs. Warren is a fake.
Fake?
Yeah, she was fired from the orphanage in the clinic. She forged those papers. Now, I want these people real bad, and I want you to have Catherine, but I have to have your help.
Oh, no, I'm afraid.
All right, then I'll insist on doing it my way.
Frank!
What time are they coming?
$9 o'clock.
Phone your attorney and tell him not to come and give me the $10,000.
Oh, Frank, please, not so fast.
Helen, look, it's the only chance you've got if you want to keep Catherine. Believe me. It makes you mad when you see decent people victimized by terror. I was sure of the Kennedys' guilt now. And I had evidence of forgery against Mrs. Warren, who started the whole rotten mess. I decided to bring her in.
And I won't be talked to like that. I've done nothing wrong or illegal. The Grayvilles wanted a baby, and Claire had one for adoption.
I've had a talk with the Kennedys. They know all about the payoff.
What do you mean?
They're not very happy with their share of the $4,500. They know about that.
They've been arrested? I'm not going to discuss this any further until I've seen my lawyer.
All right, then I'm going to have to charge you with forgery and conspiring to receive compensation for the placement of a baby. That's good for 2 to 5 years.
Oh, Lieutenant, can't I square this somehow?
Are you kidding? Get your coat. Get your coat. Crystal violet goes a long way.
No, I got some of that stuff on my hands once. Took me a week to wash the stain off.
Yeah. The great thing about this stuff is it's invisible on paper, but boy, when it touches the oil of the skin, it just turns black. There. Oh, those are the forms?
Yeah.
Good. Well, I guess that about does it, huh? Let's go. Oh, and don't forget the tape recorder. This microphone will pick up everything the Kennedys say on the tape recorder in the den. Now, do just what I told you. Keep them talking long enough so we can get something on them. Miss Manny, you nervous?
A little.
Well, don't be. The Kennedys are weak sisters.
What's going to happen to them, Frank?
Well, extortion's a felony. Punishable by up to 5 or maybe more years.
You know, they're Kathy's mother and father.
Don't feel sorry for them. They take your baby and sell her to somebody else, believe me. Why don't you sit down? Relax, we still got 10 minutes. The Kennedys were late. This fitted in with the pattern, building up fear, letting us think that perhaps the deal was off. Or was I wrong? Had I scared them off? Oh, come in.
Well, I wanted to change her mind. She's all right now.
Won't you step in the other room?
Guess it's all right to do business without Mr. Grable being here?
Yeah, take your hat.
Nice place you got here. I'm sure Catherine's going to be very happy.
You can forget the preliminaries. We all know why we're here.
Please, let's get it over with quickly.
This is the consent to adoption. You and your wife are supposed to sign it.
What's all the rush? You know, I feel pretty bad about letting Catherine go.
Look, just sign it here and here.
First, there's a little, Sorry, Mrs. Grable. The deal's off. We think too much of our little girl.
No, you can't back out now.
Mrs.
Come on,
Grable's
baby, let's
willing.
go.
Why?
Because the place is buzzed. Look, they got a dictaphone or a microphone or something taking down everything we say. You're going to be sorry for this.
Kennedy! Sure, the place is bugged, but that's for our protection, so you won't welch out on the deal. $500 bills. 20 of them. All you got to do is to sign that paper, and they're yours. What do you say, Bert? I'll sign this first, huh? That line right there. Bottom line, please.
You're a cop. You can't pin nothing on me because I didn't touch the money.
Yeah, look at your hands. Play it smart. Stay right there. Well, come on, get him out of here. Her too. Come on, relax. It's all over now. Catherine's yours. Kathy got the parents that were worthy of her. The Kennedys got 5 years for extortion, and Mrs. Warren got 3 for forgery. 11 babies sold by Mrs. Warren with forged papers were located and properly adopted. The whole mess was a bitter lesson to the Graybills, who, because of their failure to deal with an authorized adoption agency, had been duped out of $4,500 and could have lost the child they loved. Be sure
sure to tune in again next week for another exciting story from the files of M Squad.